and welcome to Pirate News. I'm Morgan Huber.
And I'm Edward Wolf. On today's broadcast, we will be covering the most important news from around campus and across the country.
We will also bring you the Seton Hall sports update and your weekly weather forecast.
William Haney, professor of art design and interactive multimedia in the College of Communications and the Arts, has been selected to appear in the Visual Thinking art exhibit at Indiana University Southeast. Haney's medical drawing prosthetic trellis human knee implant was one of 60 drawings chosen by researchers and scholars, beating out over 750 international applicants. For more information on William Haney, contact Daniel Clements at daniel.clements@shu.edu.
While only in its first year of operation, the Hackensack School of Medicine is already making a groundbreaking impact in the community and beyond. Seton Hall faculty Dr. Catherine Neville, Dr. Stanley Terlecki, and Professor Laura Goshko have written a grant to increase access to medicine-assisted treatment. This will help people who are struggling with an opioid addiction while also providing sufficient training to students in the medical field. By 2021, at least 400 aspiring medical professionals will be expected to complete the program. Through this grant, Seton Hall will be moving one step forward to helping win the battle against opioids.
The Institute for Communication and Religion has announced its panel of experts for a one-day regional conference to be held on April 22, 2020. The conference is called Communication and Religion in the 2020 Presidential Election. Notable names include Ron Arnett, Heidi Campbell, and Peter Beinart. The conference will be free and open to all students and faculty members. For more information on the event, contact Michael Riccardelli at michael.riccardelli@shu.edu.
Software company PaySale has released a national ranking of colleges based upon the average mid-career salary, and Seton Hall has made the list. With an average alumni salary of $103,800, our school stands alongside other prestigious universities as the best to boost your income. This is especially impressive and encouraging for the socioeconomically diverse body which Seton Hall serves.
And now we'll head over to Connor Hester with your Seton Hall sports update. Connor?
Thanks, Ed. I'm Connor Hester, and this is your Seton Hall sports update. Men's and women's soccer opened up the newly renovated O&T Carroll Field this weekend. The men took on the Blue Devils of DePaul, downing them 2-1 behind an 86th-minute goal from graduate transfer Stephen Elias. The Pirates moved to 3-4 on the season. They host Creighton on Friday night at 7 o'clock. The women's team, meanwhile, took on Butler on Sunday afternoon. The Bulldog offense proved to be too much for the Pirates as the Butler managed 26 shots in the 3-0 win. Seton Hall moved to 1-5-1 on the year. They take on St. John's on Wednesday night in Queens. Finally, the basketball season is right around the corner as the Pirates begin practice this week. Coach Kevin Willard is gearing up the team for a big year coming off of 4 straight NCAA tournament appearances. The Pirates return all but one starter from last year's team, which reached the Big East Tournament Championship. Well, that's going to do it for your Seton Hall sports update. Once again, I'm Connor Hester. Now, back to Morgan and Edward for some local news from the tri-state area.
Thank you, Connor. Last Thursday night, 4 alleged drug dealers were apprehended from a bar in Mercer County. The establishment in question, Firkin Tavern, was the site of an arrest of local men distributing cocaine in Central Jersey. 2 of the men will be charged with second-degree narcotics offenses after a total of 42 grams of cocaine were found in their homes. Meanwhile, the other 2 men will be charged with third-degree narcotics offenses for distributing cocaine at the tavern. After investigating this case for over 2 months, the Mercer County Narcotics Task Force has finally gotten its break.
Public records have revealed that over 160,000 lead pipes at homes and businesses have been discovered across the state of New Jersey. The state began to take inventory in January on their lead pipe infrastructure, but has recently felt urgency in their project due to the recent water crisis in Newark, which has led to thousands left without drinkable water. There currently is no state plan to replace all the lead pipes, and the early consensus from researchers are that the main problem will become cost. Cost should potentially top $2 billion for complete replacement of all the lead pipes.
New York City has successfully proposed a travel ban for all personal vehicles on 14th Street. Beginning Thursday, October 3rd, all cars will be banned from driving on this route from the intersection of 3rd Street to 9th Street. The purpose of this change will be to alleviate traffic on one of New York's busiest streets. The only exception will be for access to parking garages and for pickup drop-off points. Trucks, buses, and emergency vehicles will also be exempt from the travel ban. Citizens have expressed varying opinions on this matter. While many agree with and support this effort made by local lawmakers, others believe that it could potentially harm local businesses due to a decreased number of visitors. This procedure will continue for the following 18 months and, if the city sees fit, may become a permanent reality.
Business Insider recently released a list entitled The 50 Most Miserable Cities in America, and 9 New Jersey towns appeared on the list. Passaic, Newark, and Camden all were a part of the top 10, Passaic ranking 4th, Newark ranking 5th, and Camden ranking 8th. The list also includes Paterson, Trenton, Union City, and New Brunswick in the top 10. West New York and Plainfield are numbers 20 and 30 respectively. California was the only state with more cities on the list than New Jersey.
Now we'll head over to Rob with your weekly weather forecast. Rob?
Thanks, Morgan, and hello, Pirates. My name is Rob Ruszkowski, here with your 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area. Today we'll bring evening thunderstorms that will go along with a high of 89 degrees and a low of 55. Tomorrow we'll have more rain showers, but the temperature will drop dramatically as the high will be 58 and the low will be 55 degrees. On Friday we will have sunny skies to go along with a high of 62 degrees and a low of 43. As the weekend begins, the sunny conditions will continue as there will be a high of 60 and a low of 46. Finally, on Sunday, the weekend will come to a close with cloudy skies to go along with a high of 69 and a low of 62 degrees. That is going to do it for your 5-day weather forecast. Once again, I'm Robert Ruszkowski. Now back to Ed and Morgan with the news from around the globe.
Thanks, Rob. In global news, a Chinese man has been discovered after being in hiding for 17 years. 63-year-old Song Jiang was found living in a small cave in the Yunnan province of southern China, having taken refuge there for nearly 2 decades. He escaped from prison in 2002 after previously being arrested on human trafficking charges. Song assumed somewhat of a survivalist lifestyle over the years, fending for himself as he hid from authorities. Upon discovery by police, he was barely recognizable due to his unkempt appearance. He has likely not bathed or done laundry since his escape. According to Chinese authorities, Song will now continue to serve his time in prison.
California Governor Gavin Newsom signed legislation allowing college athletes to hire agents to be paid for endorsements and the use of their images. Sports law experts believe this to be the biggest crisis since President Roosevelt met with Harvard, Yale, and Princeton in 1905 to reform college football. This led to the creation of the NCAA and the following year. Current regulation bans athletes from signing endorsement deals or accepting payment for the use of their images, but the California law, which is scheduled to go into effect in 2023, would prohibit the NCAA from punishing players for signing endorsement deals or accepting payment for the use of their images, which is currently not allowed by the league.
In other national news, Greta Thunberg has once again made headlines, but not quite in the way you would expect. A YouTube video, in which Thunberg's recent United Nations speech was edited into Swedish death metal music, has gone viral. As of today, the video has reached 3.5 million views. Musician John Mollusk of the thrash rock band Suwaka is responsible for creating this amusing content. Since Thunberg's passionate speech at the United Nations Climate Action Summit last Tuesday, Mollusk created this unique rendition of the young activist's address. Thunberg herself has expressed positive feedback regarding the video, even jokingly suggesting leaving her place in climate change activism in favor of a career in producing death metal. Who knows, maybe she will sail the airwaves on WSOU.
Uber has announced a number of changes to its bike and scooter business as the company is facing pressure to make profit. The main task will be to increase ridership. Uber plans are to improve the bike and scooter options on its app and introduce swappable battery kiosks in cities. Uber is facing significant costs to charge and maintain, which has led to increased rental prices. The idea behind Uber's plan is to cut expenses on workers traveling around to replace dead batteries, since now it's the riders who swap the batteries.
That is all for today on Pirate News. Once again, I'm Morgan Huber.
And I'm Edward Wolf. Thanks for watching and have a great day.